Mitt Romney thanks heavens the economy is growing despite Barack Obama. He said, thank heavens the entrepreneurial and independent spirit of the U.S. is winning out. This was at a Farmington Hills campaign event. Now, despite the numerous burdens placed on the Obama administration, the economy is doing well because of what President Obama has done. Mitt Romney going so far as to say, well, it has nothing to do with Obama, thank heavens, which I guess is what? An allusion to thank God, right?
I mean, I guess God can make the Dow go up and down at will, right?
Absolutely. God is very involved in, as we'll talk about later, God is involved in basketball. He's involved in the NBA. And he certainly is involved in spite of all of the terrible things President Obama has done, in getting the economy to continue growing. And Romney's position intentionally is pretty unclear on a lot of these economic issues. I mean, he opposed the Bush and Obama loans that were handed out to keep the auto industry afloat. But he's also hinted that what Obama eventually did, which is create this managed bankruptcy for General Motors and Chrysler, combined with taxpayer-funded loans, was actually what he would have done himself. So no surprise, Mitt Romney trying to be on every side of every issue without being too clear and maintaining that kind of vague attitude that has become his key.
Yes. Being completely ambiguous is I think a very useful tool.
It is. I mean, basically,
politics.
Romney would have done all the stuff that worked in retrospect and opposed everything that didn't without offering any details.
And the opposite if you're a liberal.
Absolutely. And just consider the opposite if you're a liberal. So he took credit for GM's recovery, which includes the record profits that GM announced. He says, I'm glad it went through managed bankruptcy, which I recommended in the very beginning. So if I understand this correctly, Lewis, if the economy tanks, it's the president's fault, if he's a liberal. If the economy is doing better, the president gets no credit if he's a liberal. It's healing by itself. It's God, thank heavens. However, if you have a Republican in office, it's the exact opposite. Economy does well, it's because of the Republican president. If it does badly, it's because of evil liberals and just random occurrences.
Right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it.
We shouldn't be surprised, though, that Mitt Romney likes the idea that a managed bankruptcy took place. I mean, he made his fortune by managing bankruptcies. That's exactly what he did, taking companies and taking them apart and selling the pieces. And what can we expect next? I mean, the conservative statement I predict, the Republican statement is, the economy is getting stronger now as we lead up to this 2012 election, not because of President Obama, but because President Bush's policies are finally kicking in, Lewis. We've been waiting all this time for President W. Bush's policies to kick in, and they're finally starting to do that.
That took quite a long time.
Or here's another one we're going to hear. I think I may have already heard this one. The economy is doing better now because people are starting to think we may get rid of Barack Obama in November. That's why people are starting to be more confident in the economy.
So just speculation.
Have you heard anything more ridiculous?
Not many things, no.
No.
Here and there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you've done a lot of strange stuff. I'm sure you've heard ridiculous stuff.
Yeah. Nothing, I mean, this is up there. It's got to be top 5.
I agree.